Hey, hello there, everybody. This is Steve from Mac Daddy Model Hobby, here with my Sunday morning model cars and coffee. All right. This is hosted by Paul from Left Coast Model Car Builds. Paul, appreciate you doing this, setting this up. I see there's some other guys doing some other different things too, so I don't know. We'll just go with the flow. Anyway, this is probably going to be another short one. Well, yeah, it's model cars and coffee. I am going to show you a little bit of progress. I'm moving along on the dump truck. I do have, um, the cab is pretty much ready to go, except for I'm waiting for paint. I ordered it from Hobby Lobby. Should be here Monday or Tuesday, I guess. But I'm going to put a stripe on this. I'm not sure where I want it yet or how big I want it, but I am going to put a stripe on it, and I think I'm going to do it with the same color as the dump body. So I just got to get another coat on the frame, and actually I think the cab is done except for the stripe. So that's cool. I want to get one more coat on the dump truck body. That's the paint I'm waiting for. So when that gets here, I definitely do that. I have painted a few other parts uh, for the dump truck. This is the side of the hood right there. This is like the second coat. It's coming out pretty good. So I'm going to let this dry up a little bit, and then I'm going to probably put a third coat on it, and I think that should be it. So I've got that done. I do have the shroud for the radiator painted. I have the mud flaps all painted. So it's getting down to where it's just assembly. So that's cool. Hopefully within a week or so, and the weather cooperates again because it gets hot up here. So it's too sticky to work up here. I did do some paint today. I'm going to wait till tomorrow, probably tomorrow the next day, and let it dry a couple days, and then I'm going to finish the pieces I painted, get my second coat on the frame, third coat on the frame. Dump body just needs one coat, I think. I may not even do it one coat, but that's pretty much ready to assemble. I do have the dump truck frame uh, where it lifts off the frame. Piston goes in here, and then this goes on the end of the frame. This all sits on top of the frame. It's supposed to be wood. That's usually, sometimes they use that between the metal and the frame. And then this will just dump the body. So that's, together, pretty much ready to go on. But I can't do it until I put my second coat on of the body itself. And then after that, I did put the brake drums on, the rear of the wheels. They're all on. So that's ready to go. So that's pretty much just putting them on and then putting the center cap in. So they're ready to go. I got some hoses painted, just painted. That's painted with the rubber black that I've got. Um, I think that looks pretty good. I know it's hard to see on camera, so but yeah, I'll get them in. The motor's mounted. Um, I got detail I have to do on the frame itself before I set the dump body on it, probably. But yeah, coming along pretty much now. It's getting to just assembling. Um, like I said, I've been catching up on the pieces that I haven't painted yet. I primed them a few days ago, and I just put a coat on yesterday or the day before, and I just put another coat on now. So we're getting there. So I'm not going to bore you with that stuff anymore. I'm trying to keep these videos a little shorter than normal because once I get it done, I'm going to have a little longer video to show you how it came out. So anyway, um, there's been a lot of comments I've seen, questions, and I like some of them a lot. I have put my answers as a comment. Maybe I'll start doing a video like Link does on the comment itself, just a short one. That'll give me like an extra video or so a week. So I love the questions. I love throwing in my 2 cents. Um, it's just really neat to see different ideas. I know that they talked about where you get your inspiration from. Um, and I agree with a couple of the guys. I get mine from the community, a lot of them, just watching your work. So that's a plus. Um, I seen Link was talking yesterday about something, and he said that he doesn't do the 3D parts yet because he still has to read the instructions. And I said to him, yeah, I'm the same way. Uh, I follow the instructions, because we're kind of new at this game. So um, I'd like to use some 3D parts, but I guess I gotta get some more confidence on being able to assemble it the correct way. You know, so I know it's pretty basic stuff for most guys, but like Link said, that's the way it is, and he's right. That's the way it is. Um, some guys have it right away. Some guys it takes a little longer. So anyway, that's I thought that was a good comment. I told Link, don't feel embarrassed by it. We shouldn't be because we're doing the hobby, and at least we're involved. We're showing our stuff. We're sharing it. We're getting comments. You know, most of them, all of them, I think, are positive comments or keep it up. You're doing fine. And then I just watched a video from Matt. Matt's Modeling and More. He's been doing this for a while, and he's really talented at it. But he put one on the other day of one of the first models he built when he retired and started getting back into the hobby. Um, and it looked great. I mean, it was hard to see any mistakes, but it made me feel good that I can look back and hopefully I can look at my first model and say, wow, things have gotten a lot better. And I feel that with each one I do. So anyway, I didn't want to carry this on too long. I'm sorry I'm rambling, but we'll get into more of that next time, or when I do a separate video or something. But yeah, guys, I love the questions. I love the comments. Asking the community. Throw around a community question once in a while, and it seems guys are doing that more and more. So that's something that we rookies can learn from. I know Matt's going to do a series of basic stuff, and I'm looking forward to seeing that. So that's what we learn from. We learn from our own mistakes, and we learn from people that do this and have done it for a while and are excellent at it, that show us the mistakes that they make still or have, and the mistakes that they made at the beginning and the differences. And it's just it's proof that the more you do it, the better you're going to get at it. And, you're going to find little tricks and tips, and you're going to know at the next model, boy, I remember I did that. I rushed it too much. I had to take it apart and do it again. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to make sure it fits right and goes where I want. Because even the instructions sometimes are vague. They show you an arrow where to put it. But just for a quick reference, this piece here is separate. Okay, you build all this little square, and then these things go in it. On the directions, it shows you that they go in on the side here. I know it's hard to see, but these go attached to the center thing. So it shows it, but it doesn't show if it goes in between them. So I went back on the instructions because I wanted to make sure that I got it right, and I think I do now. But what I did is I went back and went to the steps. Step one, I think, was building this, uh, and then putting it all together, and then step two was putting these on. So I know that. Well, no, I think I got that wrong. Actually, that's the way I thought it went. I had this all together, and then they wouldn't fit in there. This would not fit in that groove when it was together. So I hope I'm right. If Tiffany's watching, you tell me what you did, but that's how I put it in. I took it apart because it was together, and I put the wood in, and then I put the bottom piece on. So it's actually in between there, and I believe that's how it goes. It may be simple to some people, but it's a step I could have screwed up and then had to do it over later on. I did screw it up, I think. But Tiffany, if you're watching, or anybody that's built this, is that the correct way? I believe it is. Goes in between the two pieces of that square. So anyway, just throwing that out there. But anyway, all right, I'm gonna cut this. So thanks for the follow. Thanks for everybody stopping in, at least checking out my channel. I do appreciate it. Please like, subscribe, you know the whole deal. Um, but I appreciate it very much, guys. You know the deal. Till next time, see ya.